Okay, you can see the responsiveness from going to the flag. Now the scrolling's not as bouncy and responsive quite as Konachi's build, but it's not too bad. As standard, you can see we have finger keyboard installed, and the icons are draggable. Okay, now on first boot it will be set to tie as default. So what you may want to do is go into your settings, into your system, and change your regional settings. Now what you will notice is there's a nice big scroll bar here. You can see that 6.5.3 is getting a lot more finger friendly. Okay, you'll have to restart the device for it to fully function after having changed the regional settings, but for the sake of the review we'll do that later. Okay, now there are some small issues I found with this ROM. I found that the first lock, every time it's turned on, is quite slow to respond, and you'll see now that takes quite a while. Also, when we first slide to unlock, it can be a little sluggish. Another small issue I have with the ROM, now this may just be me being picky, although these new buttons are very nice, we do also see that the move down button does not quite fit the text, which we may see improved in later builds, but I don't know, it may just be me being picky. As default, we got the classic blue theme, DVF green, Isaac Mizora purple, Rock Republic black, Ron Arad orange, and Vera Wang red. Now my personal favourite is Ron Arad orange, but you may feel very differently. And we'll see that the themes in 6.5.3 actually change the whole of the taskbar as well as the top bar and the appearance of the ROM. There we go. Okay, under contacts, we can see the layout to the contacts. It's easy to get information very quickly and call, and also as default we have no dialers installed. We just have a keyboard. However, we do have finger keyboard, but I don't know about you, but I find it kind of hard to get used to. We do still have haptic feedback in this, so it's nice to get a bit of vibration so we know that things are going okay and that we've been pressed. We can see that we have Messenger, Marketplace in as standard, and Microsoft My Phone. We still have Office Mobile, and some of the Samsung apps as well, such as Smart Converter. We get a remote desktop. However, under Tools, we have a lot of tweaks for the mobile. We have Favorite Hackings here, which is good for disabling and enabling dialers, screen calibration, lots of little tweaks. We get No Data as standard from Modico. Modico is actually the place that I downloaded the ROM off a link from Leap Ahead. We get PHM Registry Editor for any registry changes that we may need to do. Torch buttons in as standard, which is quite nice. Synchronize time, SPB screenshot, and power options. This is essentially nice little graphic interface for when you want to shut your phone down. Okay, so let's try and stress the ROM. See, if we go into stuff quickly, we can see its responsiveness is okay. It seems to be reasonably responsive. Now, the only problems that I have had with this ROM is if you're trying to install the Manila, the new version 2, it cannot always work, and it may need a hard reset or two to get it to function properly. I'm not sure as to why this is, but it just seems to take a couple of tries to get through. Okay, also in the settings, for instance, you can see that we have these nice new big tick boxes, which is a lot more finger friendly. If we go into, let's say, if we go into File Explorer, we can see on here that we have these new scroll bars, which are slightly thicker. However, they're reasonably easy to get your thumb on. However, you can also scroll with your thumb on the main screen, just flick through. Okay, and other things, we have the new calendar, which as we can see is a little more finger friendly than the standard calendar we've been used to. We also have this little button here, which if we skip through the dates, it will take us right home. You may have just noticed then that we do have the new taskbar icons. Now it's quite nice to be able to flick through and scroll, as in many of the older builds it was quite fiddly to try and hit the little tiny icons. However, with this it's easy to get through. Okay, apart from that, I believe that's going to be complete. It's quite a good ROM. There are some small bug changes to be fixed, however, I'd say it's reasonably stable for anyone that wishes to try it. If you need instructions on how to flash, you can see on my channel there will be a flashing tutorial for a couldnt ROM, and it's pretty much done exactly the same. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.